Hello there everybody, this is Drunk Goomba 1645 and welcome back to more Let's Replay Sonic the Hedgehog 2006. Today we are going to be beginning the final episode of the main game, which is the last episode. And it looks like we're going to be playing as all three of the main characters. So, let's go ahead and get started now and see where this takes us. Uh-oh, looks like Mephilis has found the Chaos Emerald. What could this mean? That I am not too sure of. But I do know that sounds like trouble, and yeah, we're all gonna freaking die. Uh-oh, that can't be good. And neither is this. Ooh, that's gonna leave a mark.
Ah.
Or not. Hey, where's the blood? In fact, where's the wound? I mean, if you got a sensor something, like censor the blood, not the wound, I mean, come on! Oh shit. Oh my god, Mephilis killed Sonic! That bastard!
No. No!
Oh no. Ibilis has been released.
Finally, the seal is broken. At long last, I'll be able to join with you. Ibilis! Now, Chaos Emerald. It's time for the final curtain call.
What is this? Where are we? What's going on?
Is this because of that light?
The Chaos Emerald has disappeared.
Silver?
What are you doing here? This is all so confusing.
It's all because of Solarus.
It seems we were all caught by the spatial distortion. Ibilis's seal has been broken. Due to Mephilis' manipulation.
Sonic? No. You don't think...
Sonic!
He is.
Mephilis played us all for fools. His plan all along was to cause the princess to be so consumed with despair that she'd cry.
So that's why he wanted me to kill Sonic before. Solaris!
This creature will consume all existing timelines, and time itself will collapse and disappear into nothingness.
The instability of time caused this time-space rift.
It won't remain for much longer.
We've no time to waste! We've got to defeat it now!
No, it is a transcendent life form that exists in the past, present, and future. Defeating it here, now, would do nothing.
No, I won't give up. There has to be a way. If you say it exists in the past, present, and future, I'll destroy them all at once!
Certainly. It might have been possible if he was still alive.
Sonic! Sonic?
What's the matter?
I feel Sonic's presence in the wind. I don't think he's dead yet.
How do you know?
I'm sure of it. It's not too late.
What are you, a doctor
Of
now?
course. Let's call him back with the power of the Chaos Emeralds. Focus your thoughts on using its power to perform this miracle. You can do it, Princess.
I can?
You were the vessel that was used to seal Ibilis. You should be able to use the gem's power to rescue Sonic's soul.
I'll do it.
Solaris flung the Chaos Emeralds to the distant corners of this distorted world.
To collect them all in time, we'll have to split up. I'll go too. Because it's for Sonic. So Eliese, watch over him. Sonic! We have to find the Chaos Emerald soon!
Indeed. Now, it is time to begin the final trials of this game. At least the final trials of the main game. What we gotta do now is find all 7 Chaos Emeralds before the entire universe just collapses on itself. You see those blue balls that are randomly appearing on screen? Whatever you do, don't go near them. Because if you do, you'll be dragged in and it'll be an instant death. It'll be as if you would fall into a pit. However, there are these statues. Touch them, and you'll be able to restore time to its proper time frame, at least for a limited time. And yeah, we're gonna be doing that throughout pretty much every segment in this entire freaking episode. And also in this episode, we will actually be playing with every single character that we played with in the entire game, with the exception of Sonic. Ah, dang it! I was so close. Alright, I'm gonna cut back to the building, so I'll see you guys there. Alright, let's jump to this building from here. Why? Because we're a freaking boss. And Tails can do whatever he pleases. Indeed, we shall, after I fall into the lava a couple times and nearly die. Come on, die! Thank you. Uh-oh, another freaking black hole. Obviously, if you're near a black hole, you can still get away. Just, you have to run fast enough and be sure not to get screwed over by the camera, obviously. Oh god. Where is the freaking statue? I need a statue. Too late. Like I said, instant kill. So, all in all, the final episode is definitely the most difficult, which is appropriate. It pretty much puts you to the test of ultimate skill, challenge, and also just test your will upon the game and just making sure it doesn't glitch out on you or anything like that. Okay, maybe being in the air is not such a good idea with Omega. And again, who bloody knows? Oh, okay, thanks. Thank you for the statue. It's exactly what I needed. Also, you can pretty much go to the other side from the very top platform just by breaking Omega. Come on. Oh, you gotta be kidding. Man, alright, I'm gonna cut back there. See you soon. Alright, let's try this again. That's better. So yeah, breaking Omega is definitely wise here if you possibly can break him. Although I am still trying to not do so, it's kinda hard to resist the temptation to do so. Why? Because of certain circumstances. And that is the end of Omega segment. And there I go with the play-by-play again. Something that just simply needs to die.
The Chaos Emeralds! Where are they?
I have no idea. Now, for Knuckles' segment, it's probably one of the easiest segments in the whole game. The reason is because, well, all you really need to do is get to, like, I think where Rouge actually started the stage as well as Silver, which is actually just over here, so...
Sonic!
That's the end! Woohoo! See? Easy as pie. But of course, there are probably some silver medals around. Obviously, as you saw back in Tails' segment, but I'm still not too sure if I'm going to try going for them all.
Let's go!
Now for the next segment. It is Silver. So basically, we're going to be going back through the desert again. But thankfully, we don't have to deal with evil balls of doom. So, Silver segment, what do I have to say about it? It's not too hard. Pretty much like the others, except for Omega's. Omega's is pretty hard. Oddly enough, so is Amy's. Come on! Whew, okay. time anomaly is restored, at least for now. You really do not have time to mess around in here, so all I can say about these segments is to keep moving. Keep moving for as long as you can, because once the time distortion is just completely distorted and black holes are appearing all over the place, then you're not gonna make it. That's all I have to say about it. I find it kind of odd how that box didn't hurt me, but I know, silver medal, and I'm dead. Well, at least now I get another chance. And this is actually my last chance, so I gotta make it count. Come on, raise the platform. Okay, that wasn't such a good idea. Well, game over. Dang it! Alright, I'm gonna make a cut once again, and I'll see you guys back here in silver segments. So see you guys soon.
I'll never give up. Let's go.
Alright, let's give this another go. This time without failing. And this time without falling into stupid traps, black holes, and quicksand, and getting blown up. I guess this was how I was supposed to get the silver medal, but I don't care. It's mine now. It's mine now. Blink. Oh, this game and its inconsistencies. You gotta love them. Come on, let me go. Let me win. No. Thank you. Alright. I was afraid I was gonna freaking die right there. Jeez. Quite intense this is. So if you see one of those purple like lights, that means that there's going to be evil. Meaning black hole. And it'll kill you if you go anywhere near it. Obviously, as I've demonstrated several times. So, what can I talk about now? Not too sure. Wow, time is really getting distorted here. Come on, let me touch it. Let me touch the freak. Thank you. Also, easy silver medal. As I said, silver segment is just not that hard. It's just pretty tricky to navigate, especially when you have black holes that want to murder you. Well, that's it. Don't! Should have stayed where I was. Alright, I'm gonna cut back to there. See you soon. Okay, I'm back. And this is pretty much the last thing we have to do here. And, yeah, we can break this. Just jump up here and then fly.
Sonic, here I come.
Let's get it out of here. Seriously, that was a serious pain in the freaking butt. Whew, jeez, can't believe how long that took.
The Chaos Emeralds, where are they?
I have no idea, Rouge. But we do have a general sense of where we are supposed to... What the hell? Okay, did that mountain just hurt me? Weird. Everything about this game is weird. Also, black holes. They're throwing boxes. Some of them throw boxes, some of them don't. Some of them just try to kill you and suck you in. You can usually tell the difference between the two just by looking at the colors. Obviously, the ones that want to kill you and suck you in are the blue ones, and... Dang it. Okay. Time rock, thank you. I have no idea if they're called time rocks or whatever they are. They're statues and they restored the balance of time and space. Temporarily. What the hell, Rouge? Come on, do what I say. Thank you. Where's the emerald? I swear to God, there should be a Chaos Emerald around here. Don't tell me I just broke the game. Oh, there it is. There's the emerald. I was thinking it was on top of the rocks for some reason.
Sonic, I'm coming.
Indeed I am. And I'm getting so sick of this real quickly.
Sonic, I'm going to save you.
Indeed. Yes you are, Amy. Because you're a freaking boss. Now, remember what I said before when I thought the Omega segment was the hardest? I take that back. I remember this segment very well. This segment is actually harder. Why? I have no idea. I guess because the time portals and black holes and whatnot, they're not as generous as some of the other ones. Some of the other places. And some of them will just appear in your face. So be on the lookout and just pray to God you don't get killed, obviously. Caught between freaking... Never mind. I have no idea what I'm saying. I didn't come here with a list of topics, because this is pretty much the epic finale of this game. We just have a little bit more to go. Maybe I am supposed to kill you. And... yes. Okay. Dang it, Amy. I want you to use your hammer when I tell you to. Or you could just not do that and just charge for the emerald.
Sonic, I'm on my way.
Indeed. Let us GTFO and move on to the next segment. And I think it's the very last segment in the level too.
The time-space rift is expanding. There's no more time. Hurry.
Alright, last segment, and it is Shadow. Shadow is the very last character who we play with in this entire stage. Ooh, okay, interesting. So overall, this segment, unlike the others, is actually a breath of fresh air and is not very hard to actually get down at all. Oh shoot. How did I live? Okay, let's not do anything stupid just yet. That's how I was supposed to do it. Okay. Also, Rainbow Ring. Yeah!
Okay, this is it.
Sonic, here I come! That is the end. That is the end of the stage. Whew! That was pretty intense.
Was all right.
And it's a B rank overall. Barely got it, but I don't care. I'm happy. That's all that matters. I win. All 7 Chaos Emeralds are collected, and now we can finally use the power of resurrection and love to bring back Sonic. Maybe. Who knows? Let's find out.
Oh, Chaos Emeralds, gems of miracles, please heed my call. I wish to save this world. I wish to cleanse my father's sin, and I wish to talk to Sonic. once again. You have given me so many things. Now it is my time to return the favor. I care not what happens to me, but please heed my voice. Sonic, come back. To me. To us.
Hey, he's back! Can't believe that actually worked.
Thank you, Eliese.
That body of light is the sign of a super-dimensional life form. Standard attacks won't work on him. He eats dimensions for lunch. But there should be something that's anchoring him in this dimension. That's probably the light shells that can be seen on his body. If all of those are destroyed, he can be defeated.
Everyone! You need rings to stay in a super state, but maintaining this form consumes rings.
Make sure you don't run out of rings. If you're running low, use the Y button to switch to someone else.
It's all you, Shadow!
Alright. Finally, I can speak. So, here we go with the final boss battle, and it is against Solarus. So, this boss battle is actually pretty intense. Solarus obviously has two phases. The first phase, you have to do something in order to make it so Solarus drops its shield. And to do this, you need to use Silver's telekinesis. Just use his telekinesis to deflect all of these projectiles and fire it right back at him. And once you do so, you'll actually deal some damage to him. Just make sure the projectiles don't get destroyed by other ones. And once your rings start to run low, switch to another character by pushing the Y button. It'll always go in the same order as your switching characters. First it'll be Sonic, then it'll be Shadow, and then finally it will be Silver. So, use your time wisely, because if you switch out too frequently, they really will not have time to actually gather additional rings. And once you run out of rings, then you die.
Use the Y button to switch with luck, Sonic. Okay.
So, to charge faster, what you have to do is just simply rapidly push the A button again and again. And each character has their own unique sort of attack. And to charge up your energy meter, just push and hold the right trigger. And there. Once you reach the maximum amount of energy, just simply push the X button to execute your little attack. And for some reason, I still can't damage him with Sonic, which is lame. So, Anyway, Sonic has like a supercharge attack in which you can actually charge at Solarus directly. However, for the first phase, this part is kind of useless. All you can really do is just keep hoping and just keep doing this in vain. Just until you are nearly out of rings, just so Silver has time to collect more rings.
Are you okay?
And the rate upon which people restore their rings, I have no idea. I'm going to guess it's about 10 rings every 5 seconds maybe. I have no idea. As for Shadow, his little special attack, you can use like a multi-chaos spear like attack. If you charge up long enough, you'll be able to launch like about, how many is that? Like about 10 or maybe 8? I have no idea. But obviously the longer you hold the energy and the more you charge, the more powerful the chaos spear will become. Or you can fire in rapid successions and deal minimum damage. Whatever you choose to do. It's entirely up to you. But if you really want to go anywhere, Silver is pretty much your only way to go. Obviously, if you want to go up, just push up on the analog stick, and if you want to go down, push down. Pretty obvious stuff, but hey.
I'll take care of this.
Alright, let's give this another try. Dang it! Come on! Freaking Solaris. Hate you. And we still have another phase to go through. Obviously, we can't keep this up forever. Also, Silver, despite him being in the super state, he does not have, like, unlimited telekinesis, so keep this in mind. He's still limited. Just thought I'd mention that anyway. And why is that not working? Ah! Dang it, I'm gonna have to go another round. Probably wait to the very last possible moment.
Hey, do you still have ring energy? Use the Y button to switch with me.
Good luck, Sonic.
Indeed.
Okay.
I need all the luck I can possibly get. So overall, the first phase of Solaris is actually not too hard to actually deal with. But obviously you want to deal as much damage as possible. I really wish that would do something, but of course it doesn't. Nothing hardly ever freaking works. Silver's the only one who can actually do damage to the first phase of Solaris.
Understood.
You may be thinking, why not just hold down the A button to actually, you know, accelerate? Well, it doesn't work like that. You have to push it repeatedly. So what can I talk about now? I'm not too sure actually. How many rings does Silver have? I have no idea at this point. Alright, time for another round with Silver. This time, I swear to God, he is going down! Just wish it, the freaking attacks dealt more damage than it already is. But hey, it's better than nothing. And as long as we're actually doing something and weakening him, that's all that really matters. To tell the truth, I'm thinking the developers actually intended you to use all 3 of the hedgehogs in the first phase, as well as the second. However, for some reason, it doesn't work. Silver's the only one who can actually damage Solaris. That may be just me, but I feel like that's just the way it is. It's really strange, but that's just the way this game was developed. Even though it wasn't really meant to be this way. And someone's outside my door. Okay. Weird.
Hey, do you still have ring energy? Use the Y button to switch with me.
Alright, I'm gonna switch.
Okay.
Hold your horses. So overall, the first phase of Solaris is really difficult. Because Silver's the only one who can damage him, as I've already mentioned. And it's a pretty slow and tedious process. So you pretty much have to keep Solaris occupied while Silver collects rings. And keep him occupied for as long as possible. And I think as the further you go into this fight, the less amount of rings you'll be able to actually start with. So, just thought I'd mention it right now. Just don't take too long and don't miss too many shots. And also don't be too reckless either, and try not to get hit. Because obviously if you get hit, then you lose more rings than you're actually consuming.
It's all you, Shadow!
Understood. A super-dimensional being. This might even be a fair fight.
Yeah, a fair fight my butt. Come on, fire your dang laser. Trying to do something else that can possibly damage him. Oh wow, the Chaos Spear actually did damage. Oh my god, I can't believe that worked. I guess it only damages him when he's firing his laser and when he's not blocking the attack. Maybe. That or I have to hit the lower part of Solaris. Guess you learn something new every day.
Silver, it's your turn.
Hey! I'll take care of this! Use the Y button to switch with me!
Shut up, Silver. We already know what we're supposed to be doing. If you couldn't tell, I am concentrating rather hard. Yeah, I know. Concentrating. Concentrating. Anything new happening? Well, recently the Ravens did win the AFC Championship, and they're going to be going into the Super Bowl this Sunday. And I am definitely looking forward to the Super Bowl. If you don't know who they're playing against the San Francisco 49ers. So, yeah. It's gonna be one heck of a match, let me tell you.
Hey, do you still have ring energy? Use the Y button to switch with me.
Good luck, Sonic!
Alright.
Okay.
What can I talk about now other than, what's happening in the wonderful world of sports. Ow. I have no idea. Come on, fire your laser. Let me do something here. Maybe he doesn't fire his laser here. I have no idea. Ow. Ugh. Just wish I could damage him with Sonic, but no, apparently I can't do that.
It's all you,
okay?
Shadow!
Use the Y button to switch with me.
So overall, what do I think about the last story in this game? It's pretty interesting, the route they actually took. Having Sonic die, at least temporarily. It's pretty interesting. That's all I really have to say about it. Still no damage. I mean, I did a little bit of damage not too long ago. So, I'm not sure if I mentioned this yet. Or, hell, I think I already have, but I'll say it again anyway because I have nothing else to say. Wait for Solarus to fire his laser. Then fire your Chaos Spear at its fullest power. And you'll be able to deal massive damage. Obviously because Solarus won't be blocking the attack. Come on, fire your dang laser! I'm waiting! I can't keep waiting for you. Oh, that actually did something. Okay then.
Hey! You're running short on range! Use the Y button to switch with me! I'll take care of
Okay,
this.
now that Solarus is down... no, what am I saying? Now that Solarus' armor pieces are pretty much coming off, we can now actually start dealing damage to Solarus. Maybe. Ow! Dang you! I don't know what to say about this. Really? A shield? Weird. Maybe once you knock off both of Solarus' armor platings, you have to start attacking with Sonic. And that's where you actually start dealing damage with him. So, overall, I don't remember this boss fight. And I'm dead!
Use the Y button.
Dang
You're in a
it!
super
Okay.
state. You can use the left stick to fly up, down, left, or right, and use the A button to accelerate. Use the X button to attack with your abilities. Use the right trigger to use your super gauge.
I'm gonna cut. I'll see you guys when I knock Solarus' health down to halfway. Alright, finally, Solarus is down to the halfway point. And I have returned to get the game. So now, I have learned something. The more armor that you rip off of Solarus, the more hedgehogs you can actually use to attack Solarus with. So the first part, with both armor plates on both of Solarus' arms, you have to use silver to destroy one of them. Then you have to use shadow to destroy the other one. And finally, I think the last one, you have to use Sonic to charge at him directly several times over. I think. That or I can actually attack with silver as well. Didn't seem to do much of anything. But whatever. I still need time for Sonic to recharge his energy. Yeah, that did nothing. Shit. Whatever. This is all we can do for right now, is to stall for time. Time. Like Slack Cooper Thieves in Time. Which should be coming out on February 5th. I've already pre-ordered it and I can't wait to get it and play it. And I'm pretty dang sure it's gonna be awesome. Because I've seen what the game looks like and all that. It's just gonna be fantastic. I really am looking forward to it. So, overall, did I have already mentioned this? Yeah, I think I did. Solarus, very hard, very annoying, tedious, as all hell. Obviously, because you can't attack with all three at once, because that would be way too easy.
Okay.
But
Sonic, draw the blue light into your body. The light will turn your body into an arrow of light.
thanks, Eliese. I didn't think I could do that. Even though I already have been doing it for, like, the past 12 minutes. So yeah, like I said, once you knock off both of Solarus' armor plates, then you can start dealing some serious damage with Sonic. Now that Solarus' full body, its full form is revealed, so I think now, since all the armor plates are destroyed, we can attack with all three of them, and finish this off once and for all. All I need is one more attack, and that should be the end of the first phase of Solarus. And indeed it is. Whew! After 13 minutes and 33 seconds, the first phase of Solarus is defeated. Whew! Man, what a major pain in the ass.
No, it's not over yet.
Of course not. It's the final boss. What do you expect?
I guess it's not gonna be that easy.
Is it impossible to defeat a super-dimensional being after all?
No, something's different. I feel a large, powerful consciousness coming from Solarus.
What? A consciousness? That's it! That's his core! Even if we can't stop his form, we can stop his consciousness!
Look! There's a strange thing in the middle of Solarus! Isn't that cool?
Oh, jeez. Okay, now for the final phase of this fight. What you have to do in this phase is use all three hedgehogs to attack and destroy the core of Solarus and destroy its consciousness. And without dying, that would be helpful.
How long you can keep up that big attitude?
Okay, use the Y button to switch it. I release you from the chair.
Time to begin the next part. Freaking make good use of all three hedgehog special abilities. Charge them to the max and just pray to God that each and every projectile hits the core. Attack the enemy core! Destroy the Solarus core! That's its consciousness, as I've already mentioned. If you don't hit the core, what am I saying? I have no idea.
Hey, you're running short on rings. Use the Y button to switch the thing.
Thanks for the reminder. Thank you. No, seriously. Ow, you jerk! Wow, nice spawn. Jerk. Whatever, you're no match for me and my power of lasers? Okay. Okay, now Solarus is going ballistic. Hey, can't blame it because it is almost dead already. So Solarus phase 2, it may be more sporadic, but it's actually easier than the first phase. And it's most certainly not tedious. Because at least this time you can actually deal damage to Solarus after getting hit several times at the freaking spawn, even though there's nothing you can do. Except just take the hit like a man. Ah! Don't go dying on me! Okay, shield.
The here and now that you've stolen, time to take it back.
Unleash the ultimate power!
So So, what can I talk about now? Truthfully, I don't know. How? Why did I run right into the laser? Obviously, the longer you go, the less rings you'll be able to carry with you.
Silver, please! Protect everyone's future!
No shit, Amy. No shit. You know, out of all the super characters that we've seen with Sonic, Silver, Shadow, Knuckles, and Tails, we've never seen Super Amy. Ever! Come on, switch.
Alright, it's my turn. Let's have some fun, Solaris.
Still running low on rings. God, this isn't good.
Sonic, I believe in you!
Indeed. I should believe in myself. Still no idea how that killed me. Or nearly killed me. Please switch. Man, Solarus is really getting serious now with its lasers and stuff. Only thing you can really do is just dodge, dodge, dodge. And that's the end. Wow. Okay. I was gonna say, as Piccolo would say, dodge! Dodge everything. And that's how we... Whew! What a hairy freaking experience.
Just made it.
Phew! Indeed. Indeed, we did just make it. But who cares? Sweet Jesus. It's finally done. I finally won. Cleared the act mission. What else did I get? All episodes cleared. Music from the last episode is now available, as well as the theater. Let's save, and let's watch the final credit roll.
Did you destroy it?
No. That is the true Solaris.
Look, Eliese. This is Solaris, the flame of hope.
It's so beautiful.
When the flame has grown large enough, our world will change. Solaris will allow us to control time and move through history. People will be able to rectify past mistakes and avoid bitter fate.
Will we be able to see Mama?
Yes, Eliese. We'll both be able to see your mother once again.
This is where everything began. Who knew such a tiny flame could bring such devastation? If we put out this flame, Solaris will never exist. And then we'll never have to worry about the flames of disaster, right? But our encounter... You and I will never meet. It will never have happened. To tell the truth, I don't care what happens to the world.
Eliese, just smile.
Miss Eliese? It felt like someone was calling me. I'm sure it's just the wind. Of course. But it felt so familiar somehow.
Finally, after 29 videos, almost 30, the main Let's Play is finally over. My god. Can you believe that I cut down the number of videos I've had for this Let's Play, like, maybe about 75% or so? Because I know that my old Let's Play of this game took, how many parts? Was it like 70-something? 70-some parts, and that was back when I had the 11-minute time limit, which was a major pain in the ass to deal with. Thankfully, that's no longer the case. Obviously, the time limit's increased to 15 minutes, but most people nowadays just have the unlimited time limit. You don't even need to be a YouTube partner to even have that feature, which is freaking awesome if you're a Let's Player. However, if you're someone who likes putting up copyrighted content, then you aren't necessarily going to be able to have that luxury ever, which is unfortunate, but hey, that's just the way it works in the copyright world. You put up copyrighted content, then you're going to get into some serious trouble. Unless you're partnered with a network or something. In which case, it's different, depending on what you're putting up, and how much you're using of it. But still, you should really not take any chances with copyrighted content ever. I mean, video games are okay, just as long as you're putting commentary over them, then you're fine. Although it really depends on what game you're playing. Like if you're playing through a Star Wars game, then you have to be partnered with a network if you do not want to risk your channel for copyright. Because hell, Disney may not necessarily be your best friend when it comes to copyright strikes. You may be thinking, why are you referencing Disney? They don't own the Star Wars franchise. Actually, yes they do. They own it now. They recently bought the rights to the Star Wars franchise from LucasArts. So, yeah. What do I feel about that? I truthfully could care less. Really. So, I guess I'll go ahead and go over my thoughts of this game. Like I said before, this game has its faults. It has a lot of them. Trust me. There are so many that, it's impossible to count them all. Although that technically is possible. But nonetheless, someone will find a way to break the game one way or another. So, many people find this game to be like one of the worst Sonic games to ever exist. Hell, some even find it to be the worst one ever made because of its glitches and controls and just everything about it. I am not one of those people. I actually see a different side of this game. What I see is something like this. Sure, the game has its faults. It has its glitches. There's a lot of them. That is unavoidable. Some characters are broken. I can understand that. But if you can somehow look past it, you'll see something completely different. And you'll actually see a game that's actually pretty good, pretty decent. Sorry for the screensaver. I haven't moved my controller in a couple minutes, so yeah. So, overall, this game, in my opinion, is underrated. It's an underrated game, and if you're a Sonic fan and you feel like this game is crap, then by all means, you're welcome to your own opinion. If you are curious with this game, feel free to download it off of the Xbox Live or whatever. Download it off of Xbox Live or buy a physical disc. Either way, you'll either see what I see, or you'll just go with what the majority of people are saying, this game sucks, and that's the end of it. My opinion with this game, as I said, very underrated, and I actually like it. I just haven't played through it that many times because there are better games out there. Is this the best Sonic game ever made? Hell no! That, in many people's eyes, has to go to Sonic the Hedgehog 2. Mine is Sonic 3 and Knuckles, because I actually played through Sonic 1 and Sonic 3 before I actually got a chance to play through Sonic 2. And these games obviously were on the Genesis. And this was back in the early 90s when I actually grew up with a Sega Genesis. And FYI, I don't actually own a Sega Genesis. I never have. However, while I was a child, I went to a private school, and every Friday afternoon or so, they would let me play the Sega Genesis or something, play a little video game or something for maybe about 30 minutes. Actually, it's more or less 45 minutes. That's how long I was allowed to play the Sega Genesis for. However, I made that time count, and thus I really fell in love with the Sonic games. And another game I played was Shaq Fu, and once again, many people find that game infamous, but that's another discussion for another day. And yes, I am going to Let's Play that game sometime in the near future. However, it's not going to be happening anytime soon, because there are several other games that I do want to actually tackle and actually do a Let's Play on. So, the song that's playing now is just a Zebrahead version of His World. However, there are two versions that were made by the same people. The one that's playing now is a bit of a slower tempo than the other one they made, which is actually at a much faster pace. And the faster one is actually better in my opinion. However, I think Crush 40, no, they did. Crush 40 did make a version of the song as well. And I've been leaning more towards the... I truthfully don't know which version is better. They're both really good. Search for them on YouTube and you'll see what I mean. And I think the Crush 40 one is exclusive to the PlayStation 3 version, but don't quote me on that. Now that that's done, all episodes are complete, and thus the main project has come to a close. Next time in Let's Replay Sonic the Hedgehog 2006, we're going to be going over the trial. No, we're actually going to be going back into all 3 of the Hedgehog's episodes, and we're going to be going through all the trial missions of which are scattered throughout Soliana. So, yeah, this is the end. Thank you guys so much for watching. This is Drunk Goomba 1645. Let's Replay Sonic the Hedgehog 2006. See you guys next time for the extras of Sonic the Hedgehog 2006, and possibly even the conclusion. And I'll go ahead and go over what I'm going to be planning to do with the extras. As I stated before, I'm going to be going over every single trial mission that I can possibly find, and I'm going to beat them all. Simple as that. I am really debating whether or not to actually go after all the silver medals, and supposedly there's an alternate ending to this. Maybe. Because if you look at the achievements for this game, you'll see a trophy around here somewhere. Yeah. Night of Kronos. Unlock the complete ending to the last hidden story. So apparently there's a hidden story. Who knows? Who knows how to unlock it? Please let me know in the comments section below. I don't think any Let's Player has actually had the balls to actually go through this game and actually try to unlock this ending. But who knows? Maybe I'm completely wrong. There may be a couple of people out there who have done it. But that's another tale for another time. And to tell the truth, I'm going to actually leave that up for you guys to debate. But we'll be going over that at the end of the extras. For the first set of extras, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be covering each character's story individually, and it'll all be one video. So the extras are going to be pretty long, but still. Just thought I'd mention that right now and throw that right out there. Once again, thank you guys so much for watching. Sorry for that long outro, but who cares? I'm done. I will see you guys next time for the extras of Sonic the Hedgehog 2006 and possibly even the conclusion.